How's it going? Nick from Beer-Gineers here. Very, very excited because what I have, Azvex have recently done a collaboration series, and I've got 3 Azvex beers, 3 double IPAs in collaboration with Beak, with Deya, and with Rivington. Okay, so 3 amazing breweries. I think it could probably only got better if they did one with Verdant and Overtone as well. Yeah, so absolutely stellar breweries these are. I got them from Fuss Club, and they were really cheap. I think like £6 each, which is just like absolutely amazing nowadays for a double IPA. I think they're all coming in at 8%. Just double check. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to piece this. I'm going to do them all, but I'm going to piece the video together and just put them all out as one video. And what I will do for you is tell you which one I think is the best. So I've just exchanged some comments with Rocker from Rocker's Beer Reviews. He's already had these. He hasn't put videos out yet, and but he didn't tell me in the comments when he was saying. He basically said 2 of them are really, really good, and one of them's a bit of a dud. But cheers, dude, for not giving me spoilers as to which one you thought was a dud, because I know we sort of disagree on or agree to disagree on Sabro and certainly Talus, the Devil's Hop, but we're pretty much aligned, I think, in terms of what we like. And if you told me which one of these was you didn't think that was good, that would have mind bitched me, and I'd have automatically put a downer on it. So cheers for that. Thanks also Beak from Nottingham, because he's had at least one of these as well, and he hasn't dropped many spoilers. So let's drink. It's first up, so I'll go for put these back in the fridge. I'll keep them down a bit. So this is Operation Genome, and it's a collaboration with Beak, and it's got Motueka, Crush, Citra, and Amarillo. Guessing barley had some wheat. So let's see. Put them back in the fridge in a bit. That just looks like a typical Azvex dipper. With cool artwork, as you can see. Very similar on the 3, but so it's pretty lively. Try and get some of that bottom gunking. A few things of Whitehead, which is actually quite stable. Hazy for days. Typical Azvex, very, very pale Pilsner malt they use. Nose. Let's see if we get any nose through that head. Citrus, grapefruit, maybe a bit of citrusy pininess is what I'm getting off that. No real dank on the taste, on the nose, sorry. Really nice, really clean citrus, piney. Let's do it, chin chin. Oh. Oh, beautiful. Ah. Right, adjectives. Orange at first, then a hoppy challenge bite. I can feel hop burn going down there, which is I really crave that. Light-bodied, but smooth. Got a lot of hop burn, but like I said, no alcohol. Anything else? Pininess, there is pine there. subtle. Sweetness of the beer is absolutely bang on. Just a little bit of sweetness to give it a bit of deliciousness, but it's not sickly. Very highly hopped. Oh, that's beautiful. I do really like that. I'm giving that 8 3/4. 8 3/4 for the collab with Beak. Stay tuned, and I'll be back with the next one. Welcome back onto the next Azvex collab, and this is the one with Rivington. And this is, again, it's Operation Genome. I think Operation Genome is the name of the series. I need to remember that for the thumbnail. And this is with Citra, Crush, and Superdelic. Oh. So this is going to be difficult. I mean, Citra's my favourite hop, and this is first in the mix. So this gives it a bit of an advantage. But the one from Beak was bloody good. I might have been generous on the rating, thinking about it. I gave it 8 3/4. As I was drinking it, I think I thought it was a little bit too dry. And if I could go back in time, I'd downgrade that to 8.5. But speak as you find, I gave it 8 3/4, so 8 3/4 the Beak one was. See what this one's like. Rivington. In a 440 can rather than 500. Very strange, but there we go. But remember, this is Azvex beer. So I'm assuming it's brewed at Azvex in Liverpool. I wonder how collabs work. So do they just get together and agree on the ingredients? Do they get a brewer from the relevant brewery over to oversee the making? I'm assuming so. Just go for it. Whoa, so it's again like the Beak one, it's lively. Oh, it's pungent. I'm getting a big nose off that. The colour from memory is very similar. Maybe maybe very small percentage darker. Still very light. Azvex for me. They're very, very light pale malts, and that's pale. A couple of things of Whitehead, which is not dissipating. Let's go for the nose. Ooh, it's more of an earthy, funky one. Funky, earthy. If I didn't know the hops, I'd say there was mosaic in that. And there's not. There's Citra, Crush, and Superdelic. Head dissipating. Earthy, funky, not picking up any citrus, not picking up any tropical off the nose. Let's go for it, chin chin. Oh, that's nice. Interestingly, though, I'm struggling to pick anything out. There's nothing that's jumping out at me in particular. It's a very, very nice. I would swear there's mosaic in that. It's a. Yeah, so there's not really any. It's just a very sort of hoppy again. But this one, I'm struggling to pick anything out. There's no real strong citrus. There's no real strong tropical. There's like a pick and mixy fruitiness. Really, really reminds me of mosaic, this does, but there's none in, so. Maybe tropical. I'd say tropical. There's definitely no citrus. There's definitely no punchy grapefruit. So it's citra dominant. So it's more the tropical that's coming through. Yeah, now I think about it. more sort of mango. And then you've got that in just it's not as hoppy as the Beak one. I'm not getting a hop burn down there, which for some people, for people who don't drink these beers very much, they'd probably appreciate that one more. But I like that intense sort of hop burn. A tiny little bit of earthiness. I don't like this. I like it, but I don't like it as much as the, from memory, the Rivington, sorry, the Beak one. There's just not things leaping out at me. Rating, it's a really good beer. Body's light again. Sweetness is very similar from memory to the Beak one. Very, very subtle sweetness, which makes it quaffable. Give that an 8. Yeah, it's definitely worth an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the collaboration between Azvex and Rivington. Yeah, so stay tuned, and I'll be back with the last one in the series. How's it going? Welcome back. This is the third bit of the sequence. So I've done the collaboration with Azvex and Rivington and Beak, and this is the last one. This is the one with Deya, and it is brewed with Citra and Allura. Interesting. Okay, so Citra dominance. So, I mean, Rocker from Rocker's Beer Reviews said that one of the three is not that great. 2 so far have been really good. One's been 8 3/4. One's been 8. I can't remember. I've only rated it 8. So theoretically, this should be a dud. But this is the thing, it's so subjective. Deya, I mean, you know, still cracking brewery. Not kicking out as much as they have been, and it's Citra dominant, so I'll be very, very surprised if I don't like this. But let's see. Let's park any, you know, bias, that sort of thing, and let's just rate it as I smell it and taste it. So that might be, I was going to say, it might be a little bit less lively than the other two from memory. Not as much head, but that might be the way I poured it. It looks not quite as milky from memory as the other two. It's hazy, but it looks a little thinner. I'm guessing barley had some wheat. Sorry, I didn't check. Yeah. Nose. Not a great nose. Well, not much. I'm not getting much off it. Very faint nose indeed. Nothing jumping out at me. And that is the truth. I'm not, you know, referring to any sort of biases or anything. I want this to be good. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not. Yeah, very, very faint nose. That doesn't bode well. But reading around, the head's really dissipated very quickly as well. What head there was. It could be that the aroma and the taste is locked within the liquid. You get that sometimes with bigger beers. Only way to tell is to taste. Let's do it. Chin chin. Okay, so it's a good beer. It's not as amazing as other Azvex double IPAs I've had. It's not as good as definitely not as good as the Beak one. It's subtle. There is hoppiness there, but there's not as much. There's not enough hoppiness for me. Subtle sort of, I'd say, combination, I suppose, of Citra and tropical. Light-bodied. This is my least favourite. It's not smacking me about the chops as I expect and demand with double IPAs. It's still worth £6. It's not. I was going to say, I would compare it to a supermarket sort of double IPA. It's a bit better than that, but I would say the three, that is my least favourite. It's a bit thin. It's not hoppy enough. There's nothing dominating. There was nothing dominating with the Rivington, but there was more about it. Light-bodied, no hoppy, hop burn, that sort of thing. I'm giving that 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. And that's surprising because there's only 2 hops in this, Citra and Allura. And Citra was my favourite hop, so I was expecting this to be good. And it's good, but it's not as good as the 2. So I'll come back and wrap this up. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So to sum up then, of the 3 Azvex collab beers, in 3rd place we have the Deya collab, coming in at 7.5 out of 10. Wasn't great. It was it's all right, you know, but it's worth the money. It's worth £6, which is what I paid for it. But it just wasn't as intensely hoppy enough for me personally. In 2nd place, we have the collab with Rivington. And I gave that 8 out of 10. Lost a few marks. It was great double IPA, but lost marks because there wasn't anything in particular that jumped out at me. I personally like it when you get like a different things coming in, like this, then that, then that, then that, then that. And in 1st place, for me anyway, was the collab with Azvex and Beak. That had distinct phases. Yeah, sort of like the fruity phase, the sort of the earthy phase, and from memory that had like an intense sort of hop burn around there, which I suppose for the uninitiated doesn't sound great, but for me as a hop head, he's great. So there you go. Now, the last time I checked, which was a week ago, they're all sold out on the Azvex website. You can buy them as a set, but they are still available from Fuss Club at least. Yeah, £6 for double IPA. I'd recommend you get them. Now, none of them are as good as Swedish Buzzsaw, which has been my favourite double IPA of the year to date, and that's Azvex. But nevertheless, very interesting. So yeah, recommended, especially the one from Beak. How that marries up with the opinions of Rocker from Beer Reviews and Eve from Nottingham, who've already had these, I don't know, but I'm really, really intrigued. And I wouldn't be surprised if we've got differing opinions, because there's so many variables going on. But yeah, generally recommended. Azvex, always amazing. 3 amazing breweries that they've done in collaboration with. So yeah, get them in. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Cheers.